All right, let's get to my first guest of the evening, the duo of Sinful Lily, Fred and Nikki are joining me right now. How's it going?
Hey, it's going great, Kenny. How you doing?
All right.
Good, good. Thank y'all
Thanks.
for being on the show.
Hey, thanks for having us on here, man.
For real.
Appreciate it, appreciate it. So, talk about how did Sinful Lily became a band? How did y'all got started?
Okay. Well, we started out as a studio project. Um, I had worked with some members out of Kiss and Alice Cooper and a few other side projects, and made a few contacts. And anyway, we had gotten into got a call one day that I think what was the first one was a Van Halen tribute. Anyway, they wanted on a wanted to know if I wanted to be on included on a Van Halen tribute, and so it started with that, and we did a lot of classics tribute albums. We did, added a song to those.
We'd make it our own as well. And just try and put a little twist on it, just to shake it up and let people give people another playback.
Yeah.
On it.
And so we started out like that. You can catch, actually, some of those are still on, I think, on Spotify if they want to look up Sinful Lily and check us out. But we started out with that, and that was just kind of a studio project get the band out there, and then we started working on started doing more original songs, and it kind of sprung out of that.
So I noticed the first single that y'all did was back in 2018. Wait Your Turn. So that kind of got y'all moving forward in that regard. I have been hearing y'all music for, I say, for the last few weeks or so. And one individual that got my attention um, is Estelle Robertson, who is a photographer. Shout out to Estelle, talented photographer, and and he introduced me to Sinful Lily, and here we are doing this interview. So, um, y'all personify rock to the fullest. And y'all mentioned some names earlier as it pertains to influences or those that inspired you. Who do you consider your influences as far as musicians, guitarists, vocalists, etc.?
Oh, um, like probably like Static X, um, Rob Zombie, Murder Dolls, definitely. A little who they were also inspired by Alice Cooper and newer bands.
As well as like Alice Cooper and stuff like that. Like I think when we're on stage, we kind of wear our influences on our sleeve, and we, as well as the bands that we listen to, we also like to stay active upstairs. Like we also like to stay active and stuff like that on the stage and stuff like that. Like we listen to like Motionless and White as well. We like Nova Twins and stuff like that. Like we like to keep it moving, like as well as the old bands didn't just stand around in their like blue jeans and stuff like that and just play. We like to get up there and look great, look cool, put on a show, and have a memorable act for everybody to
It's definitely a show. Music comes first, but when we hit the stage, it's definitely a show. So, but
So I noticed y'all had a show recently, about a few weeks, maybe about a month ago. Obviously, people getting back to performing again, and with this whole pandemic and stuff. Um, I mean, from y'all perspective, man, how does it feel just performing, just seeing faces, and getting back to playing music in crowds again?
uh, it was great. it was it was really cool. We had, I guess, 2018. We had done a East Coast tour, and we were out on the road for about a month, and then came off the road. The pandemic kind of hit. Didn't really do anything as well as everybody else sat at home for 2019. 2020, we did a pay-per-view concert, a Halloween pay-per-view concert, and that was cool to get back in and playing, but it wasn't like being in front of a crowd. It was, we were performing for the camera, which is, I don't know, when we're on stage, we really draw energy from we feed off the energy of the crowd, and then they feed off of us, and it's really, really good vibe. So this show was a couple weeks ago out at Wicked World Scareground, and we had great show, and there was probably almost about 3,000 people there that day and throughout the day, and it was a great show though. Great response. A lot of good feedback. A lot of new fans.
That's awesome. Just obviously, just doing music in general is great, but nothing beats being in front of that crowd, getting that energy from the audience, and especially in a rock show. I've been to rock shows. I know how rock fans react, and it's just the adrenaline, just with the rock signs and just head banging, and every now and then you get some mosh pit, pushing and shoving and stuff. Um, that's that's just the atmosphere of a rock show. Some people can handle it, some people can't. But rock, y'all definitely keeping that, that rock and roll going. Like the Van Halen days and Alice Cooper, and y'all definitely bring that energy musically. So props to y'all for keeping that going. So obviously, we're getting to the last 2 months of the year. And with that being said, what does Sinful Lily have in store in these last 2 months? Are we expecting more shows? Maybe we could expect some new music before year's end. What's next for Sinful Lily in the remaining 2 months of the year?
Well, there may be another pop-up show, a one-off show before the end of the year. We're working on that now. If things work out, which we hope it will, we'll have one. But as of right now, we don't have anything on the books. But we're very, very tied up in the studio and working on. We've got a new single coming out, "Human Fly." Due out before the end of the year, and you'll see a video with that. We also was working on, I guess about a month ago, or so ago, we shot. We did a video shoot for another upcoming single that will be coming out a little bit later. Look for that one, December, January, something like that. And then we've done some photo shoots here lately to kind of keep the social media content hopping with all of our new fans. And let's see what else we got here. We've got maybe a couple things coming on with. We're endorsed by GHS Strings and in-ear. In ears, and we'll be doing maybe a couple promos for that stuff coming up. So lots of good things on the horizon for Sinful Lily.
Okay, I definitely like the fact that you got some new music on the way. I played a song from y'all earlier. I think it was the Get It On joint. That
Yes.
song came out last year, so people are very eager to hear new music from y'all. So be on the lookout for the new music on the way for Sinful Lily. I'm joined with Fred and Nikki on this Halloween weekend, or Halloween's Eve for that matter. Uh, so we're in the Halloween spirit around here. You know, costumes, the candy, and things like that. Do y'all got any plans for Halloween? Y'all gonna be trick or treating, or what's the plan for Sinful Lady on Halloween tomorrow?
Dude, I haven't skipped a year trick or treating since I was like, since middle school, man. I got my costume ready and going and everything. I'm wearing my stage clothes and everything, man. Just about scary off stage as I am on stage.
So we probably end up hanging out at a Halloween party coming up tomorrow night or something like that. We've got always got to celebrate our favorite holiday.
Always in the mood.
But, oh yeah.
Yeah,
And well, we're always working in the studio and writing. We've got, when we were talking earlier about the music, we've got a lot of new music coming out next year. We've got some coming out this year, but next year we're hitting it hard.
We're ready to make some moves.
So a lot of the stuff that we've been working on is about to be released. So you'll see. We had planned on putting an album out, but with the state of the way music is right now, we're probably going to change that a little bit and release more individual singles, and then compile the singles at the end with a couple additional songs, and then release that as the album. But so that's what's on the horizon for our Sinful Lilly fans out there.
awesome. So new music also on the way in 2022 as well. For more info on Sinful Lily, you can check them out on their website, www.sinful-lily.com. That's sinful-lily.com. Get all your details there. Get the social media sites and all of their music up to this point. So be on the lookout for the new music potentially before the year's end, and more new music in 2022. I'm super excited to be joined with Fred and Nikki representing Sinful Lily tonight on this Halloween Eve edition. Um, Now y'all been doing music for quite a while. You know, a lot of longevity. So many shows, so many experiences, traveling, meeting old fans and new fans. You know, so y'all have a good fan base and have the passion for this music. What would your advice be to up and coming new coming bands out there that's just trying to get that foot in the door, that's trying to get started? What advice would you tell the new and upcoming bands out there?
Be different. Doesn't matter if nobody's doing the same thing around where you are. Just be different, and you'll pop up at the right place at the right time. It's shown in the past, and this past show, even with Wicked World, we weren't expecting, such young fans, but and like other new fans alike. But like, they came up, and we were just blown away by how much they liked it with how different we are compared to some of the other stuff around here. But also be sure to be ready to invest.
And be true to yourself. Do what you want to do. If you're chasing something, then you'll never be ahead of the curve. Just do what you love doing, and let the curve catch up to you. And eventually, things, if it's meant to be, it'll match up, and if not, you'll have a good time doing what you love to do. That's our passion. We haven't really strayed from what we've done. We've always improved and got a little more innovative and evolved, but we've always stayed true to what we love doing, and that is ultimately great music with a high energy music with a high energy show.
Well said. Just having that passion helps, and having that belief that you can succeed also helps as well. And invest, invest, invest. That's also key. Obviously it costs a lot of money to go through this music business, especially if you like an independent, unsigned artist, and so it takes a lot of hard work. So just some good advice from Sinful Lilly, as far as getting that music out. So, um, fellas, great having you on tonight. Appreciate you both. Again, shout out to Estelle Robinson, the photographer, for introducing me to you all. And you guys are awesome, man. I look forward to seeing y'all at a future show, and meeting y'all in person. Um,
Awesome.
so I
Thank you.
will be keeping an eye on these shows, especially if y'all in the Kentucky area. So, uh,
Yeah.
so thank
Well,
you.
we look forward to meeting you in person too. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night. Have a great Halloween, and be safe out there.